Hello, friends. We're live now. Welcome. This is Ray Fernanda. I'm doing a coffee stream this morning, and I just thought I'd take you through my morning process because why not? I'm making some Chemex coffee here, and I have my secondary cam set up so you can see me. I'm actually boiling here on my little kettle, getting this to about 205 degrees, and we're just going to chill and hang. This is your opportunity just to kind of interact with me and just ask me any questions that you want. Just go ahead and type them in right into X, and they'll just bubble right up, or I'll select them to bubble up. But right now, we're just going to brew basically 1 cup of coffee, and I have them ground here in my fellow Ode grinder, and I'm using these beans from Maui, and it's kind of nice actually to have like nice Maui ground beans. They smell really, really good. So why don't we just kind of hang out and do our things? So I have the stuff already ground, and what I'm going to do is just going to pre-wet this filter. And I usually just kind of give it about 100 grams of water, less than that or so. And my water is already boiling to 205 degrees. And at this point, basically what I'm doing is really just washing the filter and getting the actual Chemex glass warmed up a little bit. This stuff heats up pretty fast. It's a nice, pretty thick piece of glass and stuff. And that's just kind of how it is there. So just get a little swirl just to get the heat around the glass. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just empty this real quick over here in the sink. That's pretty cool. I'm still new to live stream, so I'm just actually practicing, and just thought I know that I do like a lot of AI stuff, but why not also do other things that I do in my life and just have you hang out and chill with me this morning. If you're in New York, welcome. It's lunchtime over there, and this is Josh joining in on the stream. Let's see. Hey Ray, good morning. Yes, good morning. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you kind of hanging with me. This is Hawaii right now. It's about 6:30 a.m. and yeah, it's time for coffee, right? And I thought, hey, why not also do a stream and kind of just have you guys chill with me? It feels, to me, it feels more personal. You get to know me a little bit better and just ask questions like we're hanging out. This is not, I don't know. I'm trying to really change the content game because I don't want to do what other people are doing because that's already pretty boring. I could only do me, and you get to see a little bit different sides of me. I have a lot of different personalities as far as like, or not personalities, I have a lot of interests and stuff. And coffee is definitely one of them. And it's coffee in Hawaii, for sure. You have to like really get on this. So I'm having some problems with my other Osmo Pocket camera and stuff, and it tends to like freak out for I don't even know what reason. So I'll try to plug it back in and so forth while this gets settled. So yeah, webcam, please. Cool. And if it doesn't come back online, then oh well. Okay, cool. No, it's back online. We Gucci fam. All right. So right now, basically, I have. I don't know if I could show you the grounds right here. Yeah, so I have them in here. I basically just kind of do this little like dimple type of thing here. And then from there, this is kind of what we do like the bloom stuff. And this is kind of where you see the blooming stuff happening. I don't know if you can see it much, but I'll turn it this way so you can see. All right. So that's about 25 grams of coffee. And I'm going to do like a 50-gram bloom. So I usually start my timer here. And I just kind of pour in a circular pattern. And the goal here is really just to get all the coffee grounds wet. And about 50 grams should cover it, basically just double the amount. And from there, I just give it a swirl because I just want to make sure all the grounds are covered while it does this little blooming thing. There's a lot of controversy on this, but for me, I find all the flavors come out really good if it's all the grounds are wet and established there. And I generally wait about 30 to 45 seconds for this phase here. Hope you don't mind me asking, but how is the AI pin battery life? It really varies. Josh, feel free to ask whatever. We're just kind of hanging out, like you were just here in the house with me, asking questions. And so now I'll answer that as I pour this to 300 grams, so that this continues to bloom here. As far as like the battery life, I find I have to change it within a couple of hours or so. There's a couple of reasons I find. I think mostly because of the fact that I have no cell service here. So as soon as I go out, I have no cell service for about 2 miles. And then I get cell service when I get to the other side of the hill. And I think that's just basically just eating away battery. I have worked on other products very, very, very similar to this at other companies. I've only really other worked at another company, but you can probably read between the lines if you get to know me a little better. But yes, I can't really talk too many details about the other one, but I could tell you about these types of architectures, and you definitely, well, after a certain period of time, they should time out and then kind of, chill. But there's also other emergency measures that need to be activated for these devices to continue their communication on these other servers here. Oh, I could probably turn this camera a little bit higher so you can see my face. Oh, that's probably better. Yeah, you can see my setup here. It's kind of cool. But yeah, this is super and casual. Yeah, thank you for joining. Basically, this is just for those just joining in. I got a little coffee stream going on, a little bit different from my AI stuff, but this is just me. Gonna changing up the game, and you're just kind of joining me here. And we're basically pouring 1 cup of coffee. I have some Maui grounds that I have in here, and we're doing this Chemex process, which is basically a pour over, as you can see. And the pour over, for me, with the Chemex, it tastes really, really clean and very, very good. I find it to be awesome. And so what I do, the final total is I get the coffee grounds that I've ground so far, and that's 25.8 grams. And my goal as far as at what I want at the end of this, you have to times it by 16.666666, basically forever. And that's basically the final total, and that's like the 16:6 ratio or something like that you want for the grounds of coffee to like the final weight of your eventual pour. If you do the math on it, I don't have my AI pin on me, but that's something I would ask it, like what's the 428 grams, how many ounces is in that? I'll ask Siri, why not? How many ounces are in 428 grams?
That would be 15.1 ounces.
Okay, so then yeah, 15.1 ounces, and if you have like more, normally some people get like an 8 ounce pour or 12 ounces or so. This is a little bit more than that because usually 350 grams is kind of sometimes what I have. So this is the remaining coffee I have left from Maui. And so yeah, 428 grams is what we're gonna get today. And usually I like to do for the first pour 70% of that, so that's 300 grams. So 428 times 70% is 300 grams, and that's what we did first to kind of get that stuff in there. And then now we're at 367 grams as far as weight, and I'm just going to pour kind of into the final. I should have kept pouring the entire time, but I got a little distracted. 428 grams for our final thing, and then just kind of make sure that stuff is evenly covered. The goal here is really two things. One is heat. You want a lot of heat for this brewing process because it loses heat as soon as you start pouring this. I'm at 205 degrees Fahrenheit on my water here, and then that will drain pretty quickly here. And the other thing is like the volume and pressure. So like that heat and pressure will then push in and brew the coffee. And yeah, so that's just a little bit of kind of what's going on there. That's kind of awesome. Yeah, I'm liking this stream. If you have any questions, just feel free to drop them into the live stream, and just I'll present to you just like how we're doing with Josh here, who earlier said good morning. So this is a new thing that I'm trying. I'm trying to interact a little bit more on live stream. I really actually like this format. I've received a lot of positive response to my live streams, and I actually definitely appreciate everyone's feedback. And yeah, I just a little bit of background. I used to be an engineer at Apple for 12 years, and I worked on a lot of different projects. And I think I have a story on my X page that you can go read about my really wild encounter for getting started on the Apple Watch project, and the surprise of like many surprises that just continued to unfold for many years. And that was just absolutely bonkers, but I felt like that was probably one of the biggest chances that I had to grow as an individual, and the biggest challenges I had basically have taken on in my life to push myself as an engineer, to push myself to work with other people, and to relentlessly just care about every little detail possible, because a lot was on the line, and I guess I was ready for the challenge. I totally was. I really enjoyed that project, but it definitely like mentally left a lot of crazy inroads in terms of like I guess you could say sort of like anxiety, and like I just never really had a day off. I worked every day, including Christmas, including the weekends, including, for many years, and a lot of time away from friends and family. I never really had that time to do that. I was like always very busy and always thinking about work all the time, always pulling on my phone and doing various things. So You know, I'm also very thankful for that project because it did really a lot for me, and you know, it kind of got me into the system really deep, even more than I realized, and you know, it's just constantly learning on the go. So I think that was a really cool thing. So yeah, it looks like my coffee's done here. Yeah, I think this is kind of fun to just kind of start a little coffee morning thing. It's a really good way for me, I guess, to share like story a little bit, and so yeah, so right now we have 428 grams of coffee in here. And so that should basically fill up this entire cup and still have some left over. And what I'm just going to do is just going to go ahead and get rid of the grounds. Um, and then we're just going to do our pour. It's a nice, beautiful golden color. Cool. This is awesome. Hey, Roman, what's up? Welcome, Roman. Is this an R1 stream? What's an R1? Oh, Rabbit R1. I don't have that with me. I didn't get that ordered until the second batch, and I'm kind of, I want that. I want to get my hands on the device. Did you get an R1, Roman? Please let me know. And if you did, I'm actually headed back to the Bay May 1st, so we should probably link up. I don't know if you've got, I think you just got your pin or your pin is on the way. I think if I remember correctly and stuff. Um, let's see. Has AI Pen had any OTA update? Not that I have seen or that they have publicly announced. I think it'd be pretty good if we shortly check like the roadmap and kind of see what they're like expecting as far as. Whoa, well there goes my camera, and it still survives. Cool, that's good. That was wild. Yo, thanks for taking that crazy. Oh, I know what happened. It's the gimbal. It was unstable. That's probably why it kind of fell off a little bit. Um, hey, what's up? I ordered the first batch, but I haven't picked it up for the R1. You have to pick up the R1s? I thought they deliver them to you. Or maybe that you can get ahead if you um, pick them up. Is that kind of how that works? I really haven't been following too closely on the R1 thing, even though I have, because I was on the second batch. My pin is coming today for me by 7 p.m. That's awesome. Cool. Yo, do an unboxing, do a live stream. I do want to see your reaction. I think that would be really cool to kind of see that, you know? Let's see. The roadmap hasn't been updated since they released it. So yeah, I imagine they have not done an over-the-air update because I would think they would be very excited about all the stuff that they changed and letting people know like, hey, we got some stuff out there. So I also haven't been following too closely, to be honest. You're going to hear it first because you're here with me chilling with coffee, and I think you deserve to hear my latest thoughts. My latest thoughts so far are the fact that like I've actually been kind of annoyed. Like I'm not even wearing it right now. If you don't see it, it's basically over there charging on my desk. And the reason why is because I'm finding it so annoying and so painful to go out and do things that I'm constantly finding issues, and it's not able to complete like a simple task like taking notes or doing stuff in memory so frequently. And like it may, the other part I'm having trouble with is as soon as I touch the touchpad, it doesn't recognize that I want to talk to it, and I have to do it like 3, 4, 5 times, and then it finally starts to like actually make that little sound that it has initiated a button press. And it's a little annoying because it's literally a touchpad and it's not like a physical button, because with physical buttons you get that feedback and you get to know. And to me, it's not that like my finger is dry or anything. This is a very moist environment here in Hawaii. And it's not the device is dead, it's just that the capacitive sensitivity on that touchpad thing is not very well receptive or very reliable in this case. And I don't know exactly all the factors and all the different things, but I can just tell you that it's just consistently not working. And any piece of technology that's like that for me, that's creating that much drama in my head, is not good for me. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to get the device to begin with, is to start using it immediately and start to try to offload things in my life. And I'm finding that I'm losing trust as I try different things, and I'm having to change my language and change my behavior to try to like, you know, make it work. And that's the first sign of me of like, this is not something that needs to be in my life if I have to change like the words I say, how I say it, and like work around what is there. I like it's there's it's not that it's just one specific use case. It's like nearly all the use cases or like usability stuff like that that is should have like to me been at least nailed down and working consistently like all the time. And that to me is like that gives me a lot of angst. And the other part of it is just the overheating part. Like I have a lot of issues with messages because I get messages just from like one person, and if it's streaming in, it doesn't always play them back. And the other part of it is I don't know how to delete a text message. And I get several spam messages because I didn't get to choose this phone number. This is one that was given to me. So I get various spam messages, and it's reading the spam messages in between my friends' like latest messages. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. I can't delete the other messages. And then in order for me to actually kind of try to go through the menu, I have to put my hands out. And anytime I have the laser out for more than 90 seconds, the device actually goes into a shutdown sequence. And so it's like, wow, I can't have the laser on for more than 90 seconds. It literally takes 1 minute to just try to navigate into the messages UI and try to move around and select messages. Like I didn't get enough time to discover to see if there's a delete button to delete that text message spam. And so that's a little cumbersome because there's literally no other way to manage messages unless you do it from the laser or try to speak to it. But because it's a spam message and they're not in my contacts, it's I don't know if I can really ask it to delete that message, the spam message, because I don't want it to delete my other messages. And so you see kind of where I'm going with this. It's like I keep going down this path of like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and oh, I don't want to do this because what if it deletes my data? And it's like that's not what I want. No. So that's just kind of my latest take. I haven't really had a chance to come on here because I do want to make a video about this. But I'm also trying to be in the right state of mind. I don't think it's fair to just be super frustrated and make a video immediately because I'm super angry or something. I do want to kind of take a breather and do that. But I also wanted to keep you up to date, and I really appreciate like y'all joining me on live. Bro, the coffee is fire. It's so good. Oh, cool. So yeah, you are gonna do a live. That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. Oh, so it should be shipped for R1, but they do have some sort of pickup party. Okay. Oh, I see, I see. For the R1, they're gonna have the pickup party. Got to drop. See you later. Hope the pin is perfect, unlike yours. Yes, I agree. I hope your pin is amazing, Roman. That's kind of why I'm really curious. It's like, please do the live streams. Please, if you get a pin, like, let's just do this community thing because I feel like that's gonna raise a little bit more awareness. I yeah, I think that's probably all that we can kind of really know right now. They need to do an update soon. I agree. Yeah, I think Josh. I also thanks for that as well. I also think Josh that the founder should at least sort of address some of the issues that we're experiencing, publicly and say, hey, like some of the things that either you guys are experiencing or we hear a lot of people are experiencing X, Y, Z. We are aware of this, and we actually have stuff in the roadmap that's sooner than what we have projected, and so we'll have something out for you X, Y, Z soon. And I feel like that will just make me feel a little bit more confident that they are aware of these issues because I feel like every day that passes, it seems like that like I'm being ignored and that I'm like heavily invested in this in terms of a device, right? That's quite a bit of money to spend, and I want this company to do well, which is why I'm giving this feedback also publicly so that people can understand and also share their experiences too. So I think that's really important to do. And I feel like just having acknowledged certain things and like do that, but because like I feel like if those aren't acknowledged, at least because the devices have been out for at least 7 days for the reviewers, plus this I've had mine for about a week. That's like 14 days, and without an acknowledgement of even anything, but I haven't really been following too closely to the news. I've just been using my device, and I've been so busy with my own life. I haven't received an email or anything that says, hey, we know you're experiencing issues, or for our first users, we have some really good fixes for you that can improve this experience or something like that. So that would be, to me, very helpful for something there. They just announced. Oh, cool! They just posted an announcement. Oh, let's check that out, Jack. I think that'd be really cool. Would love to know your thoughts. Is it announcement? It's in an announcement channel in their Discord. Hey, Jack, can you do me a favor and just paste that announcement into here? I'll just try to see if I can put that text because right now I don't have Discord loaded up on this machine right here. Or just post anything like post it, like even just snippets of what they say they may release, because yeah, it'd be cool to see if there's anything like on the thing there. So yeah, that would be really cool. I would love to. Actually, I think I have it on my phone. Let me see if I can find that on the phone and see if they can. Let's see, Discord. Discord. So that's really cool. I love the comments, by the way, for and everyone who like jumps in and participates. I think that's really nice that people are doing that. Let's see. I think humane. I'm in like hundreds of discords. I need to like exit. So I'm in the humane Discord. Intros, welcome, general discussion, discussion suggestions. I don't see any announcements. Let me see. OTA messages. Okay, the first, oh, here's one from Colin. It says, first updates for the AI Pin and Cosmo S. AI mic accuracy improvements in user support, weather, notes, music, and vision beta available immediately. Let's go. So it looks like the update may even be out. Oh, thanks for the, what's the Discord channel name? I believe it's Humane. And Jack hooked us up with the link and with the post. Thank you, Jack. That's awesome. I hope you can click it in X. I'm not really sure how that kind of works. But actually, let me see if I can copy this message and paste it back into the stream. I'm not really sure if it could do. Oh, of course it doesn't let me do. Oh, edit text. I can edit this text. Oh, this is great. Cool. Let's see if I can do this. Cancel. And then if I comment back into here in the chat, you may be able to click it. I'm not sure. Maybe on YouTube you can click it. We'll see. Jack, it better not be one of those crypto spam things. I swear to God. Yeah. But I see the update. Also, it looks like the first OTA update for the AI pin is rolling out over the next few weeks, which requires a Wi-Fi. Okay, so the physical device for the AI pin has an update, and that'll be coming out in the coming weeks. And it requires Wi-Fi, the pin to be unlocked and placed overnight on the charge pad. So if you take the device off your chest, it immediately locks. So how are you supposed to unlock it? You just kind of like put it on its charger or put the magnet on it and then hold it to your chest and like unlock it and then put it on the charger. Yo, I think that's really weird. Why? Okay, adds video stabilization and contacts experience improvements. Okay, priority areas improving, battery life and thermal management. That's great, that's awesome. Reducing response latency, that's even better. Tuning accuracy for smoother experience. I don't know what that means, but it sounds promising. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Jack. It's for the not crypto spamming of in here. Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, so customer resources change log for updates. Do they have the change log already posted? Okay, so 422. Oh, that's yesterday. Yo, let's get this on the stream, my friends. Let's get cooking. It's time to cook. Let's go. Let's make this happen. Because why not, right? We're on stream. Safari. All right. Humane.com/changelog. All right, cool. Yo, okay. That's amazing. Improved stability for contacts and imports. Notes. Wait, improved stability for contacts, import, notes, device fulfillment, and onboarding flows. I don't know if you remember during our onboarding flow, we had quite the hiccup there with the interesting, with the device kind of shutting down and so forth. Introduce reminders for users who have not completed web onboarding. Okay. Disabled vision toggle by default for all users. Users can enable vision. Okay. And the server has AI mic accuracy improvements across user support, weather, and vision features. Okay. So that's the services and server. The okay. All right. Well, that's quite the update, actually. Dang. Um, that's a little bit different from what it says on the Discord, but I mean, let's kind of go with this a little bit. So on the Discord, uh, they said they add, the OTA update for the AI pin will include video stabilization and context experience improvements, um, and the AI mic accuracy improvements in user support. Weather is what they announced on the website. And then the mission and future plans. So building seamless AI-powered experiences is their mission. Um, yeah, frequent shipping of improvements, fixes, and surprises. Okay, so I think that makes sense because the fact that I've only had this for a week and there's already an update basically rolling out as we speak. That's cool. So I'm going to please continue to share feedback. We're releasing rapidly to improve the AI pin. Thank you from the humane staff, Bethany and Imran. Cool. Awesome. Well, there we go. It's being answered. And yeah, I'm definitely going to try to see if I can get the update installed. I will have to take a look at the actual device stuff. And I think what's really strange is that you have to force yourself to do the update. So once you take it off your chest, you have to then put the battery pack back on, like physically go with this little gesture to unlock it, and then put it on its charge pad and just leave it, I think overnight is what he said. Let's see. For the first OTA update rolling out for a few weeks, requires Wi-Fi, pin to be unlocked, and placed overnight on the charge pad. So yeah, so just literally at night, placing it on the charge pad. I guess if Colin is listening or anyone from the AI team or the Humane AI team, how do you know if the update is available and ready to be installed? Like, is there a notification? Like, do I have to unlock it every night starting today? Is that, I think that's kind of what's not clear to me, because I would love to have this update as soon as possible. And if I'm just unlocking it every night and it doesn't really do anything, how do I know? I guess is kind of my other the question and so forth. So that's an interesting thing there. Wow, this coffee live stream turned out to be very productive and very useful here. I think it actually kind of was more than I was really expecting, for morning coffee. Oh, this is so good. And so, yeah, basically, we're just joining in on this like morning brew, and it's nice to see if it's been updated. Yes, yeah. I think it's going to be great. I'll be here for sure, live streaming, and if I get the update, we'll be trying out some of the same flows to see if it works. Um, yeah, I'm also hoping that they fix some of that overheating stuff because that's really kind of what prevents me using the device a lot of the time during the day. So yeah, that'll be a nice fix, especially as more people are now receiving their units and stuff. So that'd be chill, man. Awesome. Keep the questions rolling. I think this is pretty cool. This is really like impromptu, and we're just kind of hanging out here. Cheers, y'all. And yeah, in California, hopefully you've had some coffee, or maybe you're just kind of using this time to take a break and chill. Definitely appreciate you being here and joining me on the stream. And yeah, if there's not any more questions here, I think we're just gonna roll out. I'm just gonna enjoy sunrise, maybe head for a walk, and just kind of get my mind going. All right, y'all. Looks like there's the next update from Humane dropping like soonish, sometime this week. Unclear. And there's a bunch of steps to actually do the update, which we'll kind of circle back on. And supposedly it's going to have nice improvements for the AI mic, and hopefully some battery life improvements, and video stabilization, Vision OS, and other types of things, and maybe even just recognizing your speech a little bit better. So, all right, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, cool. I'll catch y'all later. Cheers.